So we are here in the Idea Studio. I'm just pointing to James here. So we're in the Idea Studio in Billund, Denmark, where the brick was invented. And this here is James.
Yeah, and this is Mette.
And we work in the experience and facilitation team. So what we do is all about play and how to make experiences and how to facilitate learning through play. So at the Lego Foundation, we believe in learning through play and the power of play. And that's what we're gonna take you guys through today. And we hope that you are up for a challenge and up for creating and up for having fun, because we have a lot of papers that describe this, but we like to use our hands. So we hope you're up for that. And every time we do a build or anything, please raise your hands and share with us. So just a little bit about where we're from is, we are trying. Yes. So what we're going to go through here today is just really a short introduction, and then we're going to do hands-on and define what is play and look at what's so special about play. And then, yeah, just having fun, and then a little extra next steps at the end. So I hope everybody's ready. So, James, what we mean by learning through play. That's the name of our whole show here today, and activity and our workshops. So the Lego Foundation's aim is to redefine play and reimagine learning. And that's so important to us, and everything we do is steered by this aim. So if you Google the word play, this comes up, and it says to engage in activity for enjoyment and recreation rather than a serious or practical purpose. And we don't agree. That's what we don't agree. No. We think that all kinds of play lead to some kind of learning. So this is why play needs help, and that's where you guys come in, and Braille bricks and just play in general in schools and everywhere we think needs help. So please let's go through this. So play, what is that?
Yeah, what is play?
Yeah, what is play, James? So
you tell me.
At the foundation, we talk a lot about this, but instead of talking about it, we would love to give you guys an activity to do. So what we would love for you to do is take 3 minutes, not yet,
okay.
3 minutes, and just grab whatever you have close to you at your desk. You can run into the kitchen if you want to, but we're gonna take 3 minutes and just go grab all kinds of materials to build with. Is that okay? Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, all kinds of material, okay? And James is running. So we have all kinds of, we have some paper, and we have some sticks, and
guitar.
A guitar, yeah, yes, everything good. Works. And then we have,
I don't know what this is.
And then we have some Play-Doh. I know we have here.
I've got some plates.
Yes, some plates, paper plates. We have, so whatever you have around. I mean, pillows, chairs, big or small, but anything you can build from. So I hope everybody is running around getting stuff, or just reaching by your desk and see what you have.
Some Lego?
Yes, bricks are welcome. You don't have to, but if you have some, we have some glue sticks.
I've got a giraffe and an elephant here.
Let's take just 1 more minute and find stuff. Yes.
Yeah, giraffe and elephant, you need those.
Yes.
Everyone needs a giraffe in their house.
Yes. So everybody at home, are you? I hope you're getting some material ready. So could you put in the chat just a thumbs up or a yes if most of you are ready?
Yeah, I think let's see the chat come up there.
think.
Yes, we have someone here who says yes. That's good.
Ready.
People are ready. Yay. Okay.
Has anybody else got
Yes.
an elephant?
Great. Oh, this is lovely. Perfect. Keep them coming. Yes. So, ready with Lego. Yes.
Check you out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. So we have all kinds of things here. All right. So I hope you guys are ready for our building challenge or creative construction challenge here. So now you need a little space, James. I think you filled up your space here. And now I want you guys to think back. And some of you need to think a little further back than others. But I would love for you to think back to a childhood memory. And I will give you 5 minutes to do this task. But a childhood memory or a playful situation from your childhood, and build a model that represents that childhood memory. That it could be like a place where you played or something you played, whatever. And while you built this childhood memory, think about the keywords that come to mind. What was it that made this particular situation playful? So again, what was it that made it extra playful, or that made you remember this as particularly good memory from your childhood? So I'm giving you 5 minutes. So let's go. Build.
Right. Okay. Do you need a draft?
Yeah. Always.
Always
So
need a draft. Yeah. There must be a draft.
I'll
in
be
there.
doing something as well.
Do you want some pom-poms?
And please remember to think about the words that come to mind, and then we will be collecting those together
Paperclip?
at the end of this challenge.
No. Paper? You want to pay? No?
I'm good.
You sure?
Okay, yeah.
You sure?
I've
You're
got
more than
my-
happy. I've got some tape here as
Yeah.
well.
Oh,
Okay.
that's lovely. I got some Play-Doh going, and I know I'm going to use some markers here.
Oh, hang on. I got this. This is good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, pipe cleaners.
Pipe
Pipe
cleaners.
cleaners are good.
Always got to have pipe cleaners.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Yes. So,
That's good. Oh, hang on. That'd be.
and just be creative. Just be creative.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, we need some music, actually. I wish I could play the guitar.
We have a guitar.
I know.
Where's the guitar?
It's over here.
Oh, okay. Okay. Some real Blue Peter skills going on here.
Yes,
For
so
my
I'm
British
trying
friends over there, you'll know that reference. Bit of
That's
sticky back plastic.
yes. Lovely. Yes. I hope people at home are building memories from your childhood of play experiences. Just
Oh, hang on, I
what
need to
was
get
it that made it playful? And again, the words that come to mind as you built the model, and we will share those words.
Oops.
I think we have 2.5 minutes now, so we're halfway. So,
I'm very strict on your timekeeping.
but I am I'm very strict.
I'm losing my arms here. Here we go.
So,
Oh, I need a bit of green. Is there a green pen over there? Can I have a green one?
yes,
Yeah, thank you.
there's a green pen.
That's very good. And it's a masterpiece.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And again, think of the words, James.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Think of the words. We will have James writing down the words. And again, think about the words and what you're building. And we would love it if some of you would be able to or willing to share your screen and tell us about your childhood memories. So,
Do you need this?
no, I'm good.
Sure.
I'm
Okay.
really good here. So
Um,
let's take 1.5 minutes to finish our constructions. I hope nobody's stressed. Oh,
Pain. You can't be stressed when you're playing. It's
no,
not.
I know. Stress for time.
Stressful time.
Yes. So
No.
I'm really excited to see what people come up with of childhood memories.
I can see Nicola is ready.
Oh,
Okay, this is good. So I'm gonna get the ball.
Yes.
We could get the ball. Hang on.
This is lovely. So when people are ready, feel free to write it in the chat, of course. And then please raise your hand if you would love to share with us what childhood memory you built. So let's just take 30 seconds to finish our great constructions here. So James has a really interesting plate of stuff. I think it's something with water. I'm not sure.
It is water.
I think you can you see it? So he drew, and there's a guy. Something? Yes. All righty. So are you guys ready?
Yep.
Yay. So we have okay, so and people please feel free to give a thumbs up just to have an indication if people are okay out there and ready to share their stories. So was it Nikolai? Could we
Yeah.
Start?
yeah, there you are, Nicholas.
Hi. So I'm Nicholas. I just wanted to show my childhood memory, which is a construction that I just came up with. And it has many different things, like my childhood horse that used to be part of the castles that I used to build. It also has many pieces from spaceships. And what it comes to my mind when you said childhood memory is the fact that I used to play a lot with Lego, and the fact that I came up with many different ideas just by assembling bricks differently every single time. So I just wanted to give a little bit of showing you a little bit of the things that I'm. Wait. Espérate, amor. So I wanted to show you a little bit of my childhood with brick memories, and just tell you that the parrot is something that I really enjoyed when I was a kid, and tell you that I don't know, it has a little bit of meaning, assembling bricks together and give myself give meaning to them.
Yeah.
I think that's what counts.
Yes. So again, trying again, assembling bricks in different kinds of ways.
So yeah, my childhood memory, it's playing with Lego, basically.
Okay. Well, so we have some great words already. Well, thank you, Nicholas. Does anybody else want to share? Or you can write some of the keywords in the chat. Oh, Emma. Emma, I don't know if you're muted.
Can you hear me? No.
Yes.
I've only just got on, but I would agree that I enjoyed playing Lego from when I was a child as well. Childhood, just enjoying playing Lego, building things, anything.
So, yeah, another word here is possibilities and free, relaxed, adventure. Oh, we have a lot of words coming in. This is great. What? Any other words? And Emma, thank you for sharing. Thank you so much. Do we have anyone else who has built something they want to show us?
Hi.
Oh, what is this?
I have no idea. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I started building it without actually really thinking about it, just thinking about my childhood, and I came up with this kind of, I don't know if you can see it.
Yes, we
but
can.
it looks like a balloon, and it actually made me think how I enjoyed swinging. It's random objects that I found on the last drawer of my kitchen, and it made me think. I was just thinking as a child, and I thought, well, I think it's fun to just have the experience of being able to swing.
And when you say swing, it reminds me of some kind of, as many put down as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some great words going on. I don't know. I don't know if you guys can see me or only see me when I talk. Yeah. Somebody says, agree, I love my swing. Yes. So being active, right?
Yeah.
Yes. All the time. Yes. Okay, great.
And I can see you all the time.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's just because I can't myself. Okay, so trial and error. Somebody just wrote. Yeah. So this is lovely. So as you can see, we have a lot of words, and I will just read them to you. So we have anticipation. We have many ideas. Freedom, build, play, trial and error, meaningful, active, relax, swing, enjoy, imagination without limits, adventure, memories. Yes. Any other words we have? Scooter. Yeah. Yes. So colorful paintings. Yes. Imagination. Yes. Oh, this is lovely. And time. Yeah. Escapism. Exciting. So yeah, the thing about time is, yeah, sometimes you lost track of time, right? Just all the time in the world. So this is just wonderful. So when we look at all these words, yeah, pretend, that's true, and no pressure. The board, yes, perspective. Great. So when we look at all these words, and these are only the tip of the iceberg of all these words, I'm sure you have a lot more that we could go into. But if we just need to, if we could just like collect all of these words, because when we do this workshop, people come up with, yes, words that are very similar to this all over the world. So it seems like play resonates in the same way in different contexts and stuff. So at the Lego Foundation, we assembled our academic networks to help us look at all materials about play that was out there, and they helped us to come up with these, or find these 5 characteristics of playful experiences. So we have these 5 characteristics that are very important for learning through play, and are characterizes play that lead to deeper learning. And if we look at these 5 skills or characteristics that are joyful, it's actively engaging, it's iterative, it's meaningful, and it's socially interactive. So all these different, or all these 5 words, if we look at them, and if we look at all the words that we have put up on this board, I'm sure all of these fit into any or more of these buckets of like, so enjoy, that would be enjoyful, right? And being active and meaningful is actually also there, and immersing yourself in this, being actively engaged. So we have, again, I'm just going to say them again. So we have joyful, actively engaging, iterative, meaningful, socially interactive. So we believe that when these different characteristics are present, you have an experience that leads to deeper learning. And they don't have to be present all the time, of course. You can have a perfectly great activity that's not social. So this is just to illustrate that these words are very, or these characteristics are represented often. So we have a little film that describes this a little better. So why don't we take a look at that. So let's see if it works.
So the world no longer rewards people for what they know. Instead, the reward is for what we can do with what we know. This is the new reality our children face. Life-changing technologies, jobs that haven't even been invented, and all sorts of challenges that we can't foresee. This means that what children learn and how they learn it must also change to look a lot more like the way we naturally learn, through play. But what does that look like in practice? Here are 5 characteristics of learning through play. Number 1, actively engaging. So coming up with ideas, or just learning something new, is much more likely when you're actively engaged. Does that mean to dance or to jump around? Well, it could, but it doesn't have to. It's more about becoming so involved, so invested in what you're doing, that learning happens naturally. Like when children solve a real-world problem that matters to them. As they brainstorm and conduct research interviews, they're immersing themselves in the subject. Or when they demonstrate the same level of involvement with creative technologies, taking a hands-on approach, building models, and getting immediate feedback when the models are tested, these children are focused, eager to explore and challenge themselves. Number 2, socially interactive. We can, of course, play and learn on our own. But when we share our ideas, something happens. We get the chance to see something from another perspective, to explain things, negotiate, and then reach a compromise. We learn to communicate and engage with others. Like these children. Their handyman needs more space for his tools, and the kids have decided to help. They're tackling a problem that's relevant to them and people they care about. To actually design and build a solution together requires successful social interaction. This is a way for children to practice the most important skill for future jobs, well, and life in general, being able to operate in a team. Number 3, iterative. Learning isn't always about being told how to do something correctly. Sometimes it takes a few mistakes to know how to progress. Keep trying and you'll get there in the end. This is textbook iterative learning. And here too, it's all about testing, changing something around, and then testing it again.
Make it a little lower.
Iteration strengthens critical thinking and reasoning. So it all leads to a deeper sense of what works and why. Number 4, joyful. Learning can often take a long time, and success can seem far away. Let's be honest, it's tough if you're not enjoying it. But it is a thrill to get somewhere. And as we get more involved, we chase that. Nothing spurs you on quite like the feeling you get as you're progressing. It's also about enjoying a task for its own sake. Joy is a huge motivation to continue learning. Number 5, meaningful. When a task makes sense to us and builds on what we know, when we truly care, learning becomes meaningful. These children are going to remember how they went about solving the handyman's problem because it meant something to them. Learning by solving real-life problems not only benefits them as individuals, but also their families, their school, their community, and the world. When you really grasp ideas, understand how they connect, and eventually apply them in new ways, this is learning at its deepest. The world of today and tomorrow is one of challenges, but also tremendous opportunity. Gaining knowledge is one important step. Really, children need a deep understanding that allows them to apply their knowledge to different situations and then spark new ideas. This takes practice. Let's give children a chance. Let's build on how children learn through play.
Well, thank you. So if you just think of the film we just saw and heard, so if you think back and just please feel free to type in which of the 5 characteristics would you highlight from your experience. So are there a couple of these that were more powerful or more present in your childhood memory than others? Oh, there's a kid. Yeah. So please let us know when you think back if it was
Thank you.
joyful, actively engaging, iterative, meaningful, social, and interactive. Yes. So we have a lot of meaningful, joyful, actively engaging, joyful,
Yeah.
meaningful, joyful, yes, interactive, socially interactive, iterative, yes. Yes, so we're just looking at the chat. So is there anyone who would like to share on screen just a couple of thoughts from their childhood memory and these 5 characteristics? Only if you want to share it with us. Oh, there's a lot of joyful, actively engaging, meaningful, iterative. Yes, so lovely. And feel free to put it in the chat if you want to share anything with us. So again, so when we talk about these characteristics and having the characteristics present when you facilitate or when you just play as a child, but have them present. We believe that they nurture and practice these the 5 skills for holistic development that we also talk about in the foundation. So we have our 5 characteristics that help us develop and nurture these this breadth of skills, these life skills, and these again are back to our academic network who helped us look at what are the skills needed for the future and for the present for that sake. And these 5 holistic skills are creative skills, the social skill, the physical skill, emotional skill, and cognitive skill. So again, these are the skills that are being nurtured through these characteristics and being put in situations where you are able to nurture these different skills. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to follow my screen here. Sorry. So so when we talk about these skills, we would love to make a little building challenge again. And this is it could be a little complex, but it's 2 different ways of trying to illustrate these 5 skills. So you can choose one or the other way to do this activity. So one, you could take out your smartphone, like James here, and we will be sharing a QR code with you, or you can find 6 elements and only 6 elements again, from your pile of things you have on your desk, but only 6 elements, because the ones using the phone or the tablet will also only have 6 elements to work from. So if you put out, I'll just give you a minute or so to find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements, and then get out your iPhones. So in a second, or Android, sorry. So in a second, I will tell you what we would love for you to build. Are you guys ready? So this
That's not the QR code. No, we're going to bring up one thing, but we need to tell them what we're going to build.
Okay, so are you ready? I want all of you to build a duck. And you will get a couple of minutes to do it, and James will share the QR code. So please hold up your tablet or your phone, and we will have a QR code. So people at home using just materials, please just build a duck from your 6 different pieces of material. And we would like for you to put out your phone, and
you'll be able to now see, if you scan this with your camera, this little barcode, it will take you to a website, and you should see, all being good, a little thing saying how to build. So you can build your duck with this. So
yes.
we want to see like 100, 200, 300 ducks in there.
We want everybody to build a duck, whether it's via your phone or your tablet or hands-on materials. So again, because we're doing this in 2 tracks, we have a little extra time. Normally we would give you 1 minute. Oh, we have some ducks coming in.
Very cool.
Already, so I hope you can see the screen. So please, people doing
brilliant. I'm going to make this smaller.
Doing ducks with materials at home, please take your hands up off the material when you're done.
Listen.
Yes, we got some great ducks here.
We've got some impressive ducks coming on there. Let's see what else we got. I'm actually building a duck myself as well. Here we go.
Yes, great. So we're just gonna take a minute and look at the ducks on the screen. And then I would love in just a minute if 1 or 2 would share their duck at home. And then we will try and explain what's so interesting about the ducks with the 6 elements. Oh, we got some great ducks here. They're swimming in the ponds. So does anybody want to share a physical built material hands-on duck? Anybody?
Oui, mais...
Amazing.
So could you describe what materials you have used, Natalia?
I think it might. Yep.
Yes, it's plug. It's silicone cup, a plastic cup, and a straw.
And a straw. And what is the straw in the duck?
It's the how do you say that in English? The beak.
The beak, yeah.
The beak. Oh, so you have anybody else duck at home? Hands on?
And the virtual one's having a little dance party in the back there.
Yes.
So, this is mine.
Hey!
Yeah.
Little ducky.
Yes. So can you describe it to us?
Okay, just gonna put something on the back. Well, there's the beak here. I think it's really quite self-explanatory. I try to do my best.
Yes,
but you can realize what it is. This is a beak on the yellow piece and feet down there, and the little
the tail.
tail over there. So
Yes.
it's a really minimalistic duck.
Yes,
But it's a duck.
But it's a duck.
It's a
But
duck.
it's a duck. It is.
And yes,
You can look at these ones here. If I pull this up.
yeah, so James is just going to pull up. Oh, look at all the different ducks you made online. So mostly unique ducks, right? A couple of them are the same, but mostly.
And this is fairly unique to actually have some of the same.
Yeah.
It's very unique to have some of the same, but a lot, you can see even with those 6 bricks, you can create so many different varieties.
Yes. So what's the whole point of us making ducks? So usually we sit in the same room and we have the same kind of material, whether that's just hands-on material or if it's bricks. But the whole point about us building the same thing from 6 elements is actually to illustrate how you very quickly in a short amount of time actually activate many different skills in your brain. And we just talked about the 5 skills for holistic development from the foundation. So here we have a lot of ducks. And actually, while you build your duck, whether you did one kind of material or another one, you activated 24 different skills in your brain. So we had some, you used some long-term memory and some mental imagery, you used some visual perception and some
symbolic representation.
Symbolic representation, something with your fine motor skills, something with your spatial ability and cognitive flexibility. For instance, you had to remember or think in another way if something didn't work for you or different things. So, but these 24 different skills are very difficult to talk from. So that's why they have been they have been clustered into these 5 different holistic skills. So actually doing this very small activity, but doing the same thing open-endedly actually practices these very different skills. So your creative skills, what am I gonna do? The social skill, the sharing part, we didn't share that much here, but you can spend a lot of time sharing and being social. The physical was in this activity definitely fine motor skills. And then the emotional can be very stressful to not know what to build and have it in a short amount of time. And you have to regulate yourself emotionally, or you are very excited or so. And the cognitive, again, to try and go another way if it doesn't work and stuff like that. So it's a very short way to talk about these holistic skills. So, and these are again, what we stand on here. So together with our 5 characteristics of play and our holistic skills, we talk a lot about facilitation as well. And I know there will be a lot more talk about that tomorrow. So one of the things that I know many of you in here are probably educators or facilitators or have something to do with children and maybe children and learning. So one of the things we talk a lot about is open-endedness. And again, to illustrate or to explain why we did this activity, which is a very small activity to illustrate the point, is that oftentimes in school or with our kids, we ask them, so what is 2 + 2? And there's only one answer to that. I mean, one correct answer that is in this sense, and it's 4, right? But at the Lego Foundation, we talk about this open-endedness and having, just like build a duck, right? Not build this duck. So why don't we turn it around and say 4 equals what? So 4 equals could be
1 + 3.
1 + 3. It could be 4 times 1. It could be all kinds of mathematical ways to work with numbers, right?
Could be
Yeah, or 4 apples.
for apples, it could be anything.
It depends on what age group you're working with, of course, or where you are in your cognitive development. But if we talk about this open-endedness, and that's why we try to put things on the head and ask the question. So if we go back to the duck, they were all ducks, right?
I think they looked all like ducks.
They were all
there were some
ducks.
more British ducks in
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
And
there were
some
some
more
British-
American ducks, of course,
Yes,
but they all look like ducks.
Yeah, so we all got to the result of a duck, but we had a way of expressing it individually, right? But we got to the answer instead of only one having the right answer. So that's one of the points of that activity with the ducks. So the reason why we're here with you guys, and this is a very high level touch upon learning through play. We could spend hours and hours going into depth. And of course, facilitating learning through play is just almost a science in itself. And I know you guys are wonderful at what you do. And now you have Braille bricks coming your way if you haven't gotten it already. And so we just want to show you this little film. I know it will be launched later on, but we will give you a little sneak peek here. So this is just a little Braille bricks video for you guys.
For blind people, Braille is literacy. The only other real option for someone who's got no sight is to listen. And by listening, you lose a lot of spelling, grammar, punctuation.
I started learning Braille when I was 5. It empowers me and enables me to do things that I would have never been able to do before.
What we are doing here today is showing the potential of Lego Braille bricks to help children learn Braille and to engage with the process of Braille.
Children dislike making mistakes. If you're using a Braille machine, your mistakes are there, written large. Children love being able to make something, unmake it if it's wrong, and make it again. And that is the important thing that Braille bricks does. And it is making mathematics, English, Spanish, French, literacy far more accessible than it ever was before.
At the moment, we've just been multiplying, dividing,
Including
the
decimals,
and decimals.
which is quite challenging.
Very challenging. Hundredths, tenths, units.
I mainly use the bricks in Spanish. It's given us another tool to explore learning languages. And Paige, you enjoy it, right? Yeah. Muy bien. Y finalmente.
Gracias. It's different from anything I've done before, and especially with younger students, I think it helps them to fiddle and play.
It's having something tangible that you can rearrange in so many ways.
It's ridiculous that all it does for us really is give us convenient access to moving letters around, but that opens up so many doors, and that's a wonderful thing.
Lego Braille bricks make learning more fun. I gave them to my students just to see how they would get on with them. Couldn't get them off them. We spent the whole lesson making up games and playing with them. It was just such an engaging and fun time.
78.
Spot on, spot on.
Got it.
On. Using the Braille bricks yesterday, I saw that moment when a child actually has properly understood something, and we know what it feels like ourselves when it finally clicks into place and we say, yeah, I've got it. When you see that in a child, that is what keeps teachers going.
Hang on. And let's go to the next slide. Somehow.
Somehow, yes. So yay, there it is.
Can we go back? Yeah.
Yeah. So So this was a very brief introduction to our characteristics and our skills, and we know the whole facilitation piece is in your hands, and we can't wait to see what magic you will be doing with all these Braille bricks. And that's why we would love if you would join our communities. So we have our Braille bricks community on Facebook, and we would love it if you would come join us there, and please share your ideas and your pictures and everything you do with us, so we can be inspired, because you guys are the real experts in this. So this is lovely for us. And then so we have the website, the legobraillebricks.com website. And we also encourage you guys to go to the legofoundation.com website if you want to know more about learning through play and all the things that we do. But again, and then we also have some other communities, Six Bricks community, which is a brick community. But the most important thing here is the Braille Bricks community, definitely.